So we've got the testimonials.
Yep, go ahead.
Robert came to me recently because he was looking for some accountability and support for his work as an independent professional. He had some big family issues arise since he worked from home most days. He found it hard to get motivated and to remain focused on his work. He found himself wasting time until deadlines were looming. His procrastinating ways caused him stress and a loss of revenue. Since Robert had previously had good working habits, he knew he needed someone to help him establish new routines and to deal with his family issues in a more constructive way. Within 2 months, his productivity was restored and his revenue increased by 30%. To read client testimonials, click here. Meanwhile, Claudia came to me shortly after getting divorced. She ended up working with me as her coach for over 12 months because the correction that she wanted in her life was less immediate. At first, she leaned on me for support and encouragement through the emotional turmoil of the separation. Then she worked with me to create her life after divorce, learning how to communicate with her ex, deal with the kids, gain financial independence, and more. In some cases, clients get great results in 3 to 4 weeks. In other cases, it takes many months for total transformation to occur. To read written testimonials. Okay. The word coaching has been bantered about so much that often people do not really understand what it's really all about. For some, it's about imparting knowledge to the client without much concern for the individual himself. For others, coaching simply implies that an employee lacks a skill that an expert can teach. To me, that is not so much coaching as it is teaching. While it is true that one of the roles of coaching is to instruct and lead, there's more involved. An effective coach is able to combine business know-how with psychological know-how. He's got to be able to climb into the brain of his client and find out what makes him tick. If the focus is purely on skill development, so much more gets completely overlooked. Here's what coaching is. A coach has a one-on-one relationship with his client such that mutual collaboration is formed. This relationship serves as a roadmap to understanding his client's motivations and passions. As he gets to know his client, he begins to find out what sort of psychological roadblocks are present that may be keeping this individual from achieving his goals. A coach is able to pinpoint specific, not right now, Liana. A coach is able to pinpoint specific skills and strength on which the client can capitalize. Again, the getting to know you portion of this relationship cannot be underestimated. The more a coach knows about his client, the easier his job should become. A coach helps his client set reasonable goals while exploring areas of growth and improvement. This does not necessarily mean that weakness will be corrected. Rather, it's more about helping an individual build and use his strength. Here's what coaching is not. Coaching is not theory. Just because there's a strong psychological component to coaching, the process is quite different from that, of that psychotherapy, which there is certainly psychological benefits to be gained from coaching. It's not designed to focus on psychological problems. Coaching is not about the coach's goals. It's about the client's goals. A good coach has to leave his ego at the door. His suggestions are needed and helpful, but his idea of where the client should be may not necessarily be where the client wishes to be. Coaching is not about becoming buddies. That's not to say that friendships don't develop as a result of coaching, the coaching process, but in the beginning, it's not about grabbing a burger and beer together. If the psychological component of coaching is left out of the process, a lopsided client will emerge. He may have skills now, but what about the emotional self? If the goal of the coaching is to maximize an individual's likelihood for success, he will have to know his client. Without psychology, the coach merely becomes a teacher of skill development. Sure, the client now has additional skills he may not have had before, but the true success comes in seeing an individual discover his passion, make a plan to go out and get what he wants, and find a new lease on life. The Life is Rich Coaching Intensive is my higher priced option. With this option, I don't focus on giving more coaching. Instead, focus on what will enable clients to achieve the desired results quickly. Are you willing to make a bigger investment if I enable you to achieve results quickly? Your access to me is unlimited during the retainer period and under our single fee. The retainer fee will be paid upon commencement and non-refundable for any reason. Any specific project which you and I agree I might undertake on behalf of your company shall be in addition to this retainer agreement and will require a separate set of objectives, metrics, and fees expressed in a separate proposal. Download and read the coaching retainer agreement. And then the one-on-one coaching package is my medium price option. This is the option that the majority of my clients choose. The benefit of my online personal life coaching via Skype conferences call as follow. You can be coached from anywhere in the world. Skype conference call sessions are recorded. Coaching is in the privacy of your own home or office. You can be coached while you're traveling. Scheduling is flexible. Unlimited text, email support. And then it goes into the one-on-one coaching packages, life coaching, mentoring. Do you want me to keep reading that?
Yeah, again, this is about you seeing, because I'm letting you see that the answers to whatever you're asking is there. So now look at your options.
Okay, so one-on-one coaching, business coaching. Okay, life coaching is a profession that is profoundly different from consulting. Mentoring, advice, therapy and counseling. The coaching process addresses specific personal projects, business success, general conditions, and transition in the client's personal life, relationships, or profession by examining what is going on right now, discovering what your obstacles or challenges might be, and helping you to choose a course action to make your life be what you want it to be. And business coaching is about making improvements and changes so that you and your business perform at a much higher level. Continually growing. These areas of growth occur both in personal level, which you can run an investment, business coaching, the leader achieving target, marketing, accountability, management, team building, plus much more. With the help of business coaching, you formulate a plan, identifying the steps required, and start taking these steps to achieve the targets you have for your business. And an executive coaching aims at producing measurable results and improve the process of achieving these results. Coaching is not an easy process, but it's an effective process. You must be open to try and into looking deeper into the way you're doing things. At the heart of change lies the notion that we grow by asking questions. A deeper understanding requires a different way of thinking, one that calls for awareness of everything you do. It works because you are driving the growth. You are paving the way to your vision. Coaching provides avenue to getting to where you want by exploring other perspectives and challenging you to think differently. As your executive coach, I am there to make you look good. And because I am committed to your growth, it's a safe place to test out other waters. Okay.
All right. So I sent you email my full coaching agreement.
Okay.
And But now that you read all that, now what questions do you have? And you can also click on that coaching retainer agreement one pager, which I don't think I've changed it out because that's not the current one, but that's there as an example. But I emailed you the actual agreement, the whole package. But just from what you've gone through, did you do this when you went through your $7,000 choice?
No.
Okay. How about those other things? Has anyone ever educated you to make sure that conditions were set with expectations?
No.
If this stuff here was the thing that's being offered and delivered currently for you, and they were delivering it, would you have been, or would you be satisfied? Would it help with your satisfaction in your current experiences?
Oh, absolutely. I didn't realize that they just have one system. They're not really trying to coach you in. I mean, I could ask them too. I'm like, okay, you're teaching me one system. I guess I should have known the system before I chose the coach. Because that's not a coach, it's a system. But no, I did not, and I have not been wise.
Okay. Can you see how I'm client-centered?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so
yes, because I could see that you really care and you really want your clients to be life changed. That you want success for them. You want to empower. I can see that you care and you want to do good. Like it's not just another client, another person, another closing. Like, because you could have done it way faster. You could have just said, this is what I offer.
Right.
And I think I can get you the results.
Yeah, period. So now if you scroll up back to the thing where you had opportunity to click on the testimonials, scroll up.
Okay.
To where you see the image with the what clients say.
Yeah.
Click on the little blue link.
Here, hold on. Oh, is that okay? The first one?
Yeah, the first one underneath the
picture?
Underneath the picture, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, you see images of women?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's go ahead and read some of those.
Okay, let me turn my... The call has been a blessing and a breakthrough, a bridge from nowhere, land to success land. A butt kicking of negative thoughts, a beauty of a way to start the day and a brand new way of thinking. A boost of self-esteem and a big exit from the struggle bus. As in go boy. Be blessed. As Nate says, be the change, be the value, be yourself. Thank you, Mr. Scott.
So let's pause for a second. Butt kicking of negative thoughts. Did you experience that today with me?
Yes. Yeah.
A beauty of a way to start the day. A brand new way of thinking. What if you started your day with that affirmation that I gave you go through? Dramatic wealth is a virtue.
That's one thing that I did kind of get from the Higdon group, you know, as far as affirmation and who I am, except it's not necessarily who I am. I know it's who I am in Christ. So really, working on, I wrote them down and I have them in front of me, you know, in the morning. And that's all great, but the greatest thing I have to say that you have is a different way of marketing and thinking about marketing. Because, I mean, the products are the same, the value is the same.
What product is the same?
So I'm saying, like, for example, as far as health and wellness and products and saving money, right?
Yeah, but that's not my company. So what I'm saying
Right. So, but it's the way you can show people how to help people and with the right thinking. It's really I'm trying to explain it, because if I can explain it, I can grasp it. Do you know what I mean? Like, if somebody asks me, like, well, what's different about, Coach Nate? It would be, well, he's helping me understand it, the way I do things, and how to align them with what I believe.
How about he customized me? He serves me. He's not giving me some cookie cutter.
Yes. And again, it's somebody that knows business and marketing and really, I know, I'm not giving you candy right now. I know, that's for later. Gummies are for later.
No, we didn't have gummies.
I know, I heard you. I know, and guess what? Mommy has to work, right? So I can take, good job, 60 minutes, she says. That's enough, my almost 5-year-old is saying.
Can I have gum?
No, not yet. So, here's the thing, right? I've just, maxed myself as far as what I can spend. I'm maxed,
I know, Ronnie.
Unless I get in a system that can help me start making money, I can't even afford to do anything.
Right.
And I know you want to help. So what do you suggest? Because I'm at this point willing to put my other businesses aside, just because you have this incredible system that can help me start producing.
Yeah, so here's what we'll do. See, the key is you first make the decision. God then makes a way. You make the decision. That's what faith looks like. The word says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for. Now faith, not later. Now faith is the substance. You already said that you were praying for something. You already said that it was what you were looking for. Then you tell me that you had 5,000 that you were looking to make, and then I tell you to go look on my wall. Come on. What other things is they? So it's not even. So all those things about those things that you're worrying about, I haven't been pressing you about no money. I told you.
Right.
I said that if you make the decision and you then sow whatever level of seed, you will get started. Because see, I don't have no offer to make you to water down. I've given you my agreements. I sent out, all that stuff is black and white.
Yeah.
So it's not a matter of that. I see what I always have to do. I have to tell people, remind them that this is my business, but I can't stop. I can't not serve you. That's why I'm still on the phone with you.
Right. Which is why what I'm trying to grasp right now is I'm going to bring it back. What I've heard you say yesterday was that you're looking to work with people.
Let's put it up. Don't go over memory. Because like I said, that's another reason why I document everything.
Right.
Because I don't want people ever saying, and that's why my 13 steps, and that's why I have that one site where I have people review, because I'm trying to make sure people are in a situation where they're telling people stuff that's wrong. And then the person says, well, you said this.
Right.
So that's why when I do the review, I said, okay, remember we did number 1, right? They say yes. Okay, so we went through number 1. Number 2, we went through this, right? Yep.
Yeah.
That's protecting everything, making sure everything is protected. There's no what you said this and no. Let's go it in black and white so that.
Okay.
So what I said on that post, would you like to be one of the 10 ambitious people that I commit to working one-on-one with in 2020 to build a profitable online business paying you $5,000 a month?
Yes. Yeah, I think you can do it.
And I've already, yeah. So I didn't say it was tied to a business.
Right.
I just simply said, would you like me to help you to make $5,000 per month?
Yeah.
So as I said, I could work with you in your young living.
Okay.
And help you to make it, try to get there. But again, I'm going to walk you through it, but I can't go in there with the same assurance. Because
no, you can't, because it's not the same system. And then one of the testimonials that was so powerful in one of the videos was this woman talking about how she tried doing the MLM system and it was just so frustrating and hard. Okay, that's my story. I can't do it then with an MLM at this point in my life.
mm-hmm.
I have to do it with a referral system. I have to do it with no, they use those terminology too in Young Living, right? You just refer people to use these products.
No, but see, that's not, yeah, but see, people can say what they say, but it's not that, yeah. So as it relates to when it comes to you having success with me, it's not you referring people to no products. Ain't no referring to a company. What you're buying into is this full experience that you're getting, which is somebody that is that's reminding you that you are the asset, not the company, that you're the asset.
Right.
And that the only thing that this $19 membership does is at least puts you in a community because you're working with me.
Right.
And you're working with other people that are getting poured into as well.
Right.
And that's what people are saying that they want to be a part of. See, they made a decision that they want to shop because it made good sense to them.
Yes, makes sense. Save money, save time.
And the other stuff that deals with network marketing, they're saying yes to that because they want to be a part of the community, but they're spending their money knowing that the value of being in that community, that those people, yeah, that there's something of value there.
There's no coaching involved. There's no help involved. You're on your own and it's frustrating and people are lost.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of pain there. And I can understand why people have such hate towards MLM. And it's sad.
Yeah, but it's not the MLM. That's to see what it is. They're ignorant because see what I call MLM is a way that a company chooses to move their product to the market. See, multi-level marketing is not a company. Multi-level marketing is a way that an entrepreneur, so that the Young Living was started by an entrepreneur. And that entrepreneur had to decide how they were going to move their product or service to the market. They chose to do it instead of a W-2 employee force, they choose a 1099 force.
Okay, independent.
Contractor.
Yep.
But the people that are getting an MLM, they're not thinking like the person that owns the company. That's the part that I know the reason that the things that I work on is getting people to understand what they're in, what the model is, not because everybody's just repeating what everybody else is saying, because again, it's a bunch of sheep.
Yeah.
You're talking to a leader. I've never fallen prey to, I've always been an independent thinker. That's why 23.
My boys are, I think it's a woman thing. No, that's why we need more help. I'm not even kidding you. I believe we were meant to be led.
I said that. I told you that. I said, but led by the right. But see, what the word says, and let me go get my book, because see, it's not about just, you got to know how to discern leadership.
Yes.
It's not that, it's not just the woman being led. So I'm going to read you from my book.
Okay.
Chapter 1, it opens up leadership is the answer. Every chapter begins with scripture. So this one goes 1 Peter chapter 5, 2 through 4. And it says, be shepherds of God's flock that is under your care, serving as overseers, not because you must, but because you are willing, as God wants you to be. Not greedy for money, but eager to serve. Not lording it over those entrusted to you, but being examples to the flock. And when the chief shepherd appears, you will receive the crown of glory that will never fade away. Chapter 2, what is the cash flow danger? John 10, 6 through 11. This parable spake Jesus unto them, but they understood not what things they were which he spake unto them. Then said Jesus unto them again, verily, verily, I say unto you, I am the door of the sheep. All that ever came before me are thieves and robbers. Ooh, but the sheep did not hear them. I am the door. By me, if any man enter in, he shall be saved, and shall go in and out and find pasture. The thief cometh not but to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly. I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep. Those are the first two chapters of my book, and those are the scriptures that are framed. Chapter 1 is leadership is the answer. Chapter 2 is what is the cash flow danger. But I just had a revelation as I read that out loud to say, verily, verily, I say unto you, I am the door of the sheep. All that ever came before me are thieves and robbers, but the sheep did not hear them. I am the door. By me, if any man enter in, he shall be saved, and shall go in and out and find pasture. The thief cometh not but to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they might have life, live in fullness every day, and that they might have it more abundantly. I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep. That's me. That's my testimony right there. That just hit me, because I'm like, whoa, this whole day I'm shaking my head when you're telling me about all this stuff that you've done and what you haven't gotten. And I'm like, what was the purpose? What was their reason? So, I know that I'm giving you a different experience, but that's not that. But that's because of who I serve. This is what I'm operating from my authentic self. So anyway, so yeah. So understand that. I understand that you put out money already. I'm not emotionally moved by that, but I am compassionate and I understand. I want to help you to I know that I've been placed in your life for a reason, but I can't cause you to be faithful based on what you have said you asked for.
Right.
So the first thing is you got to decide whether or not our spirit matches. Try the spirit by the spirit. Mm-hmm. Then you've got to decide what you think I offer that lines up with what you've been, that you need, because you know how you are. You know your temperament, you know your follow through, you know if you're a complainer, you know whether or not you're making excuses, you know you. So you can be jumping from this thing to that thing, but you know if it's just you. But if you've, from the experience you've had with me, have led you to see something different, because you've been able to say, yeah, oh, okay, I got that. I understand that. Oh, I get that. Okay, yeah, I can do that. Okay, if you're feeling like that, Okay.
I'm feeling like I can work with you, that I can use what you're doing to lead people in that direction, because you've done the work, you've set it up honorably and wisely, and you've implemented it in such a way that aligns with what I feel right. And I always say it's really not the company, it's who you work with, right? It's like every company has its benefits, but it's like the team. And I'm at that place where I spent money because I was ready to work. I was ready to, like, all right, God, I'm just going to put like 2 hours a day and I'm going to work. So just show me what I need to do. And it was lacking so much. And I was kept being, instead of getting coached to do what I think is the best to do, it was like, no, that's not what you need. So I was like, oh. So then you come along and you've got what I was praying for, right? You've got this honorable system. You've got something more than just a company. You've got a coaching system. You've got help and resources. And that makes sense to me. That does. It feels like I can be a part of this. It's sad to me, like when I think of letting go of a company that I really believed in and wanted to make it work. That was sad to me. That feels really sad.
Well, see, here's what I'm saying though. If you were to enter into a relationship with me, there is no letting go of a place as it not because of a relationship with me, because as it relates to Melaleuca, it's a store.
I know.
See, what you got to understand is that the first thing is that's most important for you to understand is that you've got to make a decision that you got to ask yourself, does this guy just have a system? Does he just have does he just have something, or is he something? See, what I write about it.
I would say both.
Well, you might say both, but I'm gonna tell you I'm only one, and let me tell you why. I'm going to my book right now, and that's the other thing that's everything. So that's really so powerful is that the things I teach or the things I demonstrate are the things that you can grow from. So this is from chapter 3. I am even keeled because I pray. I'm not defined by things that are happening, those external factors, because it's an inside out job. Foundationally speaking, everything we go through today is going to be about the inside out work. If you've ever participated in the Daily Habit Call, then you've heard me talk about most people go through life trying to do in order to have, in order to become. That's why people are so quick to ask, what do you do? Doing, and then switching to doing something else and trying to catch the next great wave. Do something else, trying to get to somewhere else, right? And ends up going through a cycle of turbulence, not knowing really what, and jumping from this to that. Be, do, have. Be, do, have. Be, do, have. Be first, because we are human beings. We're not human doings. We're human beings. We are creators. So being is first and foremost. When you can truly understand and embrace who you are, you're steady, and your entire life's purpose is all about self-fulfillment. Then from there, because you're a human being, what happens is then you are able to actually ask for direction so that you can fulfill the purpose you've been wonderfully designed for. Does that make sense?
Yes.
If you don't understand at first, you've got to be, then you'll be defined by your circumstances. You start getting things such as a big home, a foreign car, jewelry from Tiffany's, a country club membership, and then you're defined. Now you're successful because everybody sees you are a success. They can actually put a label on you as being successful. They can just as easily say you're unsuccessful, right?
Right.
That's the part I want you to reflect on. What I want to let you know is that although you are reading this book, I want you to experience it. In order to do that, you must participate. Are you ready to get started? That's chapter 3.
Yeah. Okay.
But now,
so I should get your book.
Oh yeah.
But I need to get started. I know it sounds so crazy. But
No, it doesn't sound crazy. What I'm doing is I'm saying you just got to make the decision. But again, here's the other thing here's also will help you. It's chapter 13 that opens up with now, and chapter 13 scripture is, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. For by it the elders obtained a good report. Through faith, we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of God, so that things which are seen were not made by things which do appear. In this book, I've shared with you in detail the financial danger and what you need to know about financial opportunities in becoming an entrepreneur. The first chapters took you through the process of creating, planning, and then growing your business. Next, I shared some of the many resources available to find your business, as well as the best way to structure your affairs. We explored the different business entities that are available, from corporations to limited liability companies. These entities can protect your assets, legally reduce your taxes, and keep your financial affairs private. Finally, I showed you how corporations and trusts can be used to fund your retirement needs, and how they can be used effectively for estate planning purposes to let you make money, keep money, and pass your assets along to your heirs. So now what? Do you feel that you have the potential and the capacity to accomplish more than you have so far? Do you know that there are things in your life that are holding you back? Does fear sometimes reach you and grab you by the throat and prevent you from dreaming your dreams or attempting to fulfill your goals? If so, then I want to talk to you for a few minutes about my mentoring program, which is designed to help you identify your passion and design a lifestyle you desire so that you can live your passion full time. You see, I believe that each one of us has a purpose and a reason to be on this planet. I believe we are capable of much more than what we have accomplished this far in our life. I don't know anyone who hasn't just settled in their life. No one has the money of Bill Gates and the body of Will Smith or Halle Berry, the relationships of Oprah Winfrey, and the faith of Joel Osteen. No one has all these things in his or her life. We've all settled, and the result is we're not creating our dreams. We're not living up to our potential. Most are not flourishing, they're languishing, hoping for a decent ending. Hebrews 11:1 reads, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. The reality is this: hope is not a strategy. The other reality is your best thinking got you to where you are today. In other words, you have created your current situation, and if you created it, then you can change it. Too many people believe that practice makes perfect. Nothing could be further from the truth. Practice makes permanent. Practice is what creates our habits, and our habits are what are running the bulk of our lives, and thus creating our future. See, I believe that each of us is in charge of our own destiny, and each of us was born to be great. I did not say that each of us are born great, but rather born to be great. Daily habits done daily build the character required to focus on perfect practice, which leads to perfect. Unfortunately, part of being human is to see if we can do the least amount and somehow get the most. We live in a culture that seems to be based on instant gratification, which is a surefire formula for failure in every aspect of your life. The problem is that none of us can see ourselves swing. We're all too often unconscious of what we're doing to sabotage our lives. I believe the higher you want to go and the more success you desire in any endeavor, the greater the likelihood is that you will need a mentor or a personal coach. And then I go on, but that's chapter 13. That's the closing chapter. So that introduces my coaching program. So, yeah.
Yeah, I believe it. I mean, that's what I thought I signed up for a month ago.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So
I'll try to.
Yeah. So we're 5 hours in because we're now just at now 2 hours and a half, 2.5 hours again. So
why do you care so much about me?
why do I care? That has to be a verbal praise. That has to be you saying out loud to God right now. That's what you just now did. You just now said out loud to him. You just asked that because you're wondering, how can you love me so much that you can give me your only begotten son? How can you answer my prayer? How can you meet me right when I need whatever I need? See, I'm only operating with the Holy Spirit. I'm just being me. I'm not on a clock. I'm still a business person. Okay. I'm still conscious of what I'm doing. I'm conscious of the good that I'm giving to you. I know the value and I realize that I'm giving you all my value. I'm not, this is, oh shoot, you go to my PayPal, you're talking about minimum $250 an hour right now, just to initiate the call. And that's why when I was kind of early, when I said, okay, wait a minute. All right, we getting into where you asking me questions like I'm working. I'm like, okay, let's go on the clock. So if you're now going to not be sure, then go ahead and pay me. And then let's go ahead and get settled up because I've already given you more than anybody else has given you. And I'm singularly focused on you.
So Nate, because your coaching comes with being a part of your Melaleuca community, right? Is that right? For those that you're looking?
No. So what happens is this. As I said, that post that you saw, I already gave you that explanation, right?
Right. Yeah.
I already said so let's make so when you just now said, so help me to understand what you're asking, because as I said, when someone enrolls with me, they're enrolling because they've made a good decision for themselves.
Yes.
For a system, because they've got decision because they want to get the poisonous stuff out of their home. My product funnel is my product funnel.
Right.
My customer is my.
I have the poison stuff out of my home, so that's why it's a little trickier.
No, it ain't tricky because you met me in an MLM group.
Right. You're
the person that Larson says to go look for. You're the person that's in the industry, and he's saying, just go talk to people and about what's already in the industry and da-da-da-da. You're the person that looks at MLM as an opportunity. I didn't approach that as an opportunity.
Right.
So your conversation with me, realize that the things that you frame are based on who you are. I'm saying to you that if you make the decision because you are looking for an opportunity, then you've got to validate Melaleuca's system as being something that's good. You got to be able to see that it's a company that all that stuff is the product, all those 12 points that I went through with you.
Yeah.
And then as a byproduct of you doing that, I'm your support team. But realize I'm your support team, but you got Robert Lima, Scott Flake, you got a whole support team.
Right.
You got people that are my sponsor that they know that's what they do. You see? So yes, you get access to me. But this here is what I'm saying. My group right now, what they have, they know that when January comes, I'm doing a director only call, meaning they've had access to me up in my pre-launch, which is from April till my wife's retirement. Okay.
Okay.
Everybody can get on those, things I do. I invite the team out, all that. But I'm talking to them. Yes, they have access to me. But that's not the same as someone that has, say, for example, my director only call are people that are only directors. They've said they wanted to make money, and they've actually done something to get some of my time. Does that make sense? Director only call, meaning that if somebody has gotten in and has just gotten into the system and they don't go do no work.
Right.
They don't do the basics to just show that because Melaleuca doesn't even count you as a marketing executive until you've actually enrolled somebody.
Right.
You don't even put your social security number in until you become a director. Got a check for $600.
Okay. Well.
Because again, Melaleuca's not a company MLM. No, they got real customers. We got a 96% reorder rate.
Okay.
Okay, so what I told my group that in January I'm doing director only calls because people take things for granted, meaning that
right. You got to work if you want the coaching. You got to work. Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. Well, more so, not just the coaching, but more so, I'm not going to continue to give you all my value, and you ain't showing you're not valuing it. Because see, my group has been getting all of this that you're getting right now. What you're asking about, they have experienced that from April till now. And I've been prepping them, telling them, hey, listen, when we launch, you're not going to get me like this. Because I'm giving you guys all of me trying to get you up to speed so that you can be the foundational leaders of the group, of my organization.
Got it.
So,
training the leaders.
Huh?
Training the leaders.
Yeah, that fall into the culture that I'm creating. So what you saw in that post is me saying that I am specifically looking for, see, somebody that wants to make 5,000, that means they're raising a hand to do the work.
Right.
It's not a race though. For me, I spend all my time in development because I've got to make sure you're doing it, that you're a good representation of who I am and what I'm doing system-wise.
Right.
Overall, I'm looking for 20 executive board members, my founding board members. And those are the persons that I'm looking to help them make $160,000 in the next 12 months.
You think I have that? Do you think from what you've talked to, do you think I could be one of those?
Yes, you could be one of them. And the reason that you could be one of them is because you have said that you have a heart for women and that you already know that women are that, and you already have a story that ties to that.
Yes. And
so I think you can be one because if you are, if you are able to learn from me, meaning if your experience with me has been one where you said, I can learn from him, I can follow him, I can trust his leadership. If you can be the champion of what you have experienced, because it's all about your trust. If you trust what you've experienced, then that's going to be the thing that people are going to buy into. That's what they're going to want. Because it's going to be like, I know a man. Here's what he's done with me. Here's what my experience has been. Yeah. You can trust it. Hey, I think you should have a conversation with him. Hey, here's what we're doing. You should. So yes, you could be that person because all you got to do is be coachable and just go be yourself.
Okay.
All right. So, but yeah, so that is that. But what my business is that MLM part, that stuff there comes down. That's something that comes within my value offering, because when people are working with me, they're buying into Life is Rich.
Yes.
That's what I'm enrolling you in. I'm not getting you into Melaleuca.
Right. That's just one of the one piece to get there. One way to get to Life is Rich.
Yeah, that's a low dollar point. That's why I do it. The only reason why, like, people would be asking me, well, why you do it? I mean, I had $1 million earner that I was talking to because I was trying to go through some things, because I was asking him, based on his experience, is there any leaders out there talking about finances? And he said, no. He said, you're the only one that has a skill set. Like he said.
Actually, I think Pedro does, because he comes from financial counseling.
Okay. Well,
he does that. Yeah, he's a financial counselor, and so he's trying to reach really struggling Christians with a poverty mentality.
Well, that's not what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's not it. That's not it. I'm talking about the tangible things. I'm formally licensed 766 Life at Vernon, mortgage and real estate.
Okay.
MBA. I'm a financial guy.
Yeah.
Personal finance. Yeah.
Right.
So that's kind of where I feel a gap that's not out there.
Right.
So,
which, by the way, I've been talked to about this program, and I was like waiting till next year to make a decision. But it's like a financial thing where you save through under the umbrella of life insurance. I'm sure you know all about.
I wouldn't recommend it. No, and that wouldn't be something to do. That's not what I would recommend. Period.
Good, because I need what you are teaching, and I want to be able to have other women learn that like that whole picture is what you're saying. Health through finances, body, saving money. This is huge. I love what you've built, what you're marketing. I do.
Yeah, because this is my asset. This is my company. Again, this isn't. Yeah. I
mean, you really. I see it. It's an amazing vision. I wrote down in my journal this morning. This is what I wrote down. I wrote that give something of great value. This is what I want to do, right? I want to give something of great value. Clean homes means toxic free, really.
Right.
While helping single moms get on track financially and be able to add income to help them raise their children.
Right.
That's huge. No more selling products, referring to switching. And I want to work with great people that have a great mission, training, and support.
Yeah. And here's what I would say. Don't say no more selling products, because you want to give the solution based on what the problem is. Don't say don't be doing that. I'm just saying I'm going to talk to you about focusing always on solving problems. Entrepreneur solves problems.
Yes.
MLMers are not entrepreneurs. It's crazy. The MLM network, the MLM world talks about being in business, but they don't teach entrepreneurship, and they talk about money, but they're not financially literate.
Yep.
So again, that's where I feel the gap. That's my opportunity. That's my deal. And I'm just looking for I'm putting together just so the people that can benefit from that will go out there and do that. But not for you to have to go learn it. It's just that, no, you benefit, and then I train the trainer. I develop you to train others so that you be the ambassador. As I pour into you, then that's why I said 20 people that I'm looking for my executive founder board, because that means I'm making sure that you got that.
I'm in. If you'll have me, I'm in, because the whole point of you training me to be able to train others is what I've been looking for. I'm literally praying for these people, and as I'm looking at, right, what thing can I create for them? I was like, God, what book can I give them? What knowledge what help can I give them? I know what I need, I'm not getting. Mm-hmm. There's a gap there, I need it. If I can reach others, I've got to find it for me. Mm-hmm. And you're saying I can do that. I can do that for you.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's do this. Right. Let's do this. Let's map it out on paper. Let's run through what this looks like to get you started.
Okay.
Because or better yet, open up your email.
Okay.
Check your email.
I'm checking right now. Nate, there you are.
Okay. You already read through the first parts. Look through those pages and get to the agreement.
I see the agreement.
Okay, go down there and read what that looks. Read that agreement.
Okay. Let's see. Is it right?
Read the agreement.
Is it page 5? Is it like below? I see with a signature.
Yeah.
The basic thing.
Yeah.
So have we talked money yet?
No, that's why I'm showing you the agreement. We're going to talk right now. I'm getting ready to show you that right now. Yes.
Duration of this initial retainer: 15,000 single pay or 3 months. I can't do that right
now. I know you can't. I just want, again, I'm just letting you see.
Okay.
My business. I'm letting you see my business.
Okay.
Because I'm not watering it down for you.
Okay.
Okay. Now, I want you to understand that I'm not changing up. What I'm doing is I'm first saying, as I said before, I don't know your situation. I know that you paid money out. I do know that. Okay. So I'm not worrying about you and your money. But I need you to be clear that I'm not giving you a handout. I'm just letting you see the stuff.
Right.
Okay. So now go back to the site that you were on, the coaching agreement site. And then back up from the testimonies.
Okay.
And scroll down to coaching retainer agreement.
Okay. I'm hungry. And I'm going to feed you lunch in just a minute. Okay. I see.
Mom,
so I see right where it goes: business coaching, executive coaching.
Go down to it, click on the link that says retainer agreement.
Retainer agreement. This is on the website.
Yes. Yeah, click on the link, the blue link.
The blue link.
For example, go down to right above coaching packages, one-to-one coaching packages.
I see it. It's red. Okay. Okay, I see it. I'm there.
Okay. So what do you see?
I see very small.
What is number 1?
The retainer is for the 3 months period from blank to blank.
Okay. Now go down to number 9. Well, actually, no, don't go to number 9. Now read it. Read what it says. If you can read everything, read.
It's really small. Hold on. Girls, let me just finish. to me is unlimited during the retainer period, and under our single fee, my business and personal contact information appear below for your exclusive use. You will provide me with personal and direct contact to you to expedite our communication. The retainer fee will be paid upon commencement and is non-refundable. For any reason, however, you may request a freeze of the calendar at any time. It's really small. I can't make it bigger. My eyes are like getting tired.
Okay, disregard, no worries. Okay. So 5,000 is right there for that particular agreement right there. All right?
Right.
Okay, so here's what we got to do. You've now seen me and you've seen my business.
Yes.
All right. So now the first thing is we can get started. You can get your account open. I don't know anything about what your finances are. So we just got to figure out from a term standpoint how we're going to make this a fair business arrangement. I'm going to begin working with you immediately. Okay? You're going to set up your account. You're going to set up your account. You're going to be brought on like you as if you were enrolling with Melaleuca.
Right.
I'll be your support team. Right?
Right.
I'm going to be working to help you to get started and everything to make money starting right this month.
Okay. I hear you.
Okay. But what I want to do with you is then we're going to see about how we can get at a minimum, the 5,000 as soon as possible.
Okay.
One thing we're going to, how we can go about doing that is where I started earlier, where I said, wait a minute, let's talk, because if you've been so dissatisfied and you signed this stuff, let's find out, let's look through what your agreement is in this relationship that you've already spent money on, because why should I be penalized for why should I do business with you like this because somebody else got your money?
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh, I would easily transfer that, easily.
Yeah.
Right now I'm so burnt, right, that I'm just like, I have to decide. I know that you don't, but I don't have to right now. I am at the place where I'm so terrified that if I can't find a way to start making some money, I might as well just give up now. Like, I just.
Now, who are you speaking to? See, now remember that whole negative talk? We just talking about God. You already got this. You got God on your side already.
So I think you could. I mean, if you can even help me make my first $1,000, I feel like, and I will talk to the Higman group about.
Well, I don't need you to do any of that stuff right now. I'm gonna be holding your hand. When you enter into a relationship with me, I've got you covered.
Okay.
You just got to do the stuff to get yourself in a position to make money.
Yes.
So what that looks like is, number one, you're getting your account established. I just got to call Melaleuca, and then you need to be able to place an order. Are you able to place an order for at least 118?
Yes.
Are you able to place an order for 299?
Yes.
Okay. So if you're able to do an order for 299, I'm going to give you a $50 rebate anyway. I'm going to help you with that.
Okay.
Because I had a Black Friday special, so I'm just going to have that. Everybody didn't take advantage of it, so that's what that means.
Okay.
All right, so we get you started, and now your account is up, and you got your order, so now you're ready to receive a check.
Okay.
Okay. Then that $50 rebate, from that $50 rebate, I'm gonna take 33 of it, so I can get my. Actually, I'm gonna give you my book. I'm gonna keep the $50.
Okay.
And then I'm going to get you through proctoring the Financial Peace University. I'm going to give you the instructions of setting up a Facebook group that you're going to be my administrator. But this Facebook group is for us to build your customer base of 1,000 people.
Okay.
What we're going to do that is you're going to start talking about women issues, and you're going to invite them in, and I'm going to do a 7-lesson series on simple steps for financial freedom.
Okay.
And then inside that, I will introduce them to the whole program. And those will be yours. You just get them, but I'm going to show you, they're going to all be your people.
Okay.
See, I'm going to do everything I'm going to do to help you to make your money.
Okay. That's how you're going to do it. Okay. With your system. Wow. That's amazing. And I need to reach out to people and offer them.
All you got to do is just be a woman. Be what you're saying. You got a heart. You're saying all the stuff you're saying. I'm saying just be who you said you are.
Okay.
If you're seeing all this stuff, then what are you doing? You understand?
Yeah. Well, I got to reach out, and
once again, I'm saying, if you said you have a heart for all these people, I'm saying, if you're saying this is what, see, I don't know anything about what you said, but what you say to me.
Right. And I do. So I'm just asking,
when we get started in the relationship, everything will be made plain. I'm saying, I'm just walking you through to simply say, stop with what about this? What I'm saying.
Okay. All right.
Does that make sense?
Yes. All right. That's an easy step.
So first step is you get yourself started. You sow your own seed.
Okay.
That's your walk of faith right there. You do that.
Okay.
Go now. Go to my site and then buy the book.
All right. Go to your site. Buy the book.
Yeah, let's do it now because let's hit it.
You got a link for the Melaleuca?
No. That's got to be. We're gonna do that. But I'm gonna do. If you're ready to start right now, I'll walk you through everything right now.
Well, I need a break because I'm going to feed them lunch.
Okay, perfect. So that's easy. So whenever you're good, because like I said, then we're shifting into a new thing. But in the interim, find your agreement. Find what you've done. Don't have conversation with them yet. Let's first see. Because if you just made a bad decision, then you made a bad decision. But let's see the time frame. Let me know what you know about when you got started.
Okay. I think it was a 3-day. You have 3 days, and it was, supposedly I was supposed to get coaching the next day, but it was put off for 4 or 5 days. So I'm just saying, I know that it was like a 3-day. You can change your mind. I don't know about anything past that, and I can find out.
Well, again,
you should find out. Yeah. I know they don't want unhappy customers. Period.
Right. That's the point. And again,
they don't want unhappy customers, and they don't want somebody to say, you know what, this is really not a great thing. Then maybe they will want to refund. I'll talk to the guy.
Well, once again, I'm walking you through. I'm trying to hold your hand.
All right.
Because I'm on the business side too, and I'm saying, I know what I wouldn't want people doing. That it ain't fair. I'm not trying to give you money if you just say you don't. I've had someone go and renege on something that they had documentation of the work I did with them. But because they paid through PayPal, next thing I know, I get a note from PayPal saying that they had got a recharge or something.
Wow. I
sent the documentation to PayPal of what testimonials from the person.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons why I document stuff.
Right. And I'm willing to take a loss because of a bad decision.
Well, we don't need to talk about that.
I don't believe in holding people accountable for my bad decision either.
Yeah. So that's why I said the step is we just got to do the due diligence. See, I just got to see whether or not you had stuff that you signed up for that you just were what that you were at fault.
Well, like I said, they didn't really walk me through and read like you do.
Yeah, that's overkill, and I'm overkill because I just don't want bad. I just want people, and I see people do things where it just buys remorse.
Yeah, and they, had only been in their system for about 2 weeks, if even that. So I hadn't really had a chance to hold on to really go through how they do things. It just seemed like they did it more honorably. They did it more professionally.
Yeah.
It wasn't until I got to the closing script that I realized, dang, that's not it. And that it wasn't about, no. Okay, you with Mama? It wasn't until I realized they're not coaching me in the things that I want to do, right? In the presentations I want to do, and the guiding people through me. They're just doing the same thing with everybody. So that's where, and I don't know if that was even ever on the plate. They did say they would help me in the things that I want to do to get to my goals, but
yeah, and so what you got to do is again, if you know what you know, then I will help you to communicate that such that it's not an issue. All right. So all I need you to do is I need you to find the stuff that shows your business relationship.
Okay. All right.
And then from there, we'll walk through. But first things first, that's not gonna hold us up from moving forward. I just want to make sure that we get us. So those are the things that we're going to be focusing on. When we're going to get you started, and then we're going to go through, and then we're going to see what we can do on the other side. But you're taken care of.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, you're taken care of.
All right. So I'm gonna. Can I call you back in like 20 minutes? Make sure they're fed.
Yeah. Because I haven't eaten either. I haven't done jack. I haven't been downstairs. So wow. Yeah, you have. Listen, I expect you should have no questions about my heart and how I care.
I don't. Even though there's a part that's been so scared, right? There's a part that just says, "Wow," but you're going above and beyond. Really, and I'm pretty blown away.
Yo, you know what? Hold on a second.
Okay.
1 second.
You're back?
Hey, babe.
I left my wallet at the house.
Okay, real quick. You got a minute?
Yeah.
Okay, listen, yeah, real quick. I got Ronnie on the phone right now. She's on the line with you right now. She was just expressing about my, I bet yet, I'm not going to tell what you, share with her what she probably is blown away with.
Me or her?
You, baby, you tell her so that you give, because she just she's had an experience with me and it's unusual. So tell her what she probably has experienced and that so that you can alleviate any concerns that she may have. What have other people experienced?
Hey, you talking to me?
Yes, Andrea.
Okay,
yes.
Thank you. So what do you want me to say now? What I've experienced with you?
No, share with her what she probably is feeling, what she probably has experienced to alleviate whatever concerns or, that she might be blown away with. What has she probably just experienced as a result of the time that she spent with me?
Oh my gosh, what has she experienced? I don't know. That's so hard, babe. This is a broad question.
Okay, no worries.
Okay, so Ronnie, I would say a couple things to experience with Dave. Number one is he's very direct. Number two, he's very brilliant. And number three, he's the man with a plan. Okay. He can give you a plan on anything that you need help with. And
ask a bunch of questions until you come to the conclusion on your own. So, I don't know if that's, I mean, but
Okay.
that's so much.
Okay, so here's a question then. If a woman has been hurt in the past, has experienced things in the past,
Relationships?
not any kind of, not a husband-wife relationship, but a relationship, anything that would cause them to be hesitant, any reservations?
And
Right.
reservations about what though?
Ronnie, go ahead and tell her what your experience is.
About working with you?
So what I was saying, this is where it's coming from, is I have, for the last 2 years, have been spending money in search, right, of all this coaching and all this help, and I felt really just let down. And the biggest one was just recent, last month. I was so desperate, I just decided I'm gonna go on a limb for a coach. And so after spending money that I borrowed, I went out of my way, just really out of faith, thinking I'm doing the right thing, realizing that it wasn't. And then here, I'm just praying, right? I'm praying, I'm saying, God, I'm gonna be done. I'm so done, because it's not honorable to manipulate people into a system. It's not. And here I am. And then I don't know what got me to even go look in this one Facebook group. I saw Nate's comment and wanting to help somebody, and I knew right then, I gotta talk to him. And then so he's spending all these hours helping me right through because of fear,
Right.
fear of
Being.
wow. Like, can I even trust my thinking?
Got it. Yeah.
Can I even trust? Right? Like,
Yeah.
I just got out of a 5 years ago, 19 years of an abusive marriage. So I don't trust myself as much as I would like. I am reliant on God. And so I know that even God leads me into situations that are mistakes, but He's going to use it. He's going to use it.
Right.
My story, and it's to help others not do the mistakes, make those mistakes. And He is, and Nate's been so patient.
Right. Yeah.
Why do you care so much?
Let me tell you. Okay, so Ronnie, first of all, nice to meet you. And let me share this with you because I kind of resonate a little bit with you. One of the things that you will find working with Nate is that number one, he's very transparent. He is super integral, and his heart is to help. He actually has a heart for women, and one of the reasons why is because as a dad with a daughter, he wants to always pour into women so that there's always somebody that will be an example to his daughter. That's always has been what he has wanted. But
and that's what I want from my daughters. And
exactly.
That's what I feel like I'm lost, and I said, God, unless you show me how to be that, how to find my way, I cannot help others find their way. And then Nate comes along. So
yeah, that's exactly how he came into my life. You just can't marry him because he's already married. But I prayed for him. I was like, God, I just need some help. You know what I'm saying? And when he came into my life, I literally hired him as a coach. And he is super serious about helping people to be better. That's his heart. And I promise you, if you trust him, he will not hurt you. He will not hurt you, because before we had any kind of romantic involvement, we were just on a business vibe. I had a respect for him and how he was as a businessman and as an entrepreneur, and he had the same level of respect for me. And so I grew to trust him and know that he was someone that you can count on. He'll give you more bang for your buck. Okay, he'll give you more than whatever his fee is or whatever I paid him. I know that I have got so much more out of it than because of what he poured into me. So, but listen, trust him, trust the process, and if God led you to him, I promise you, just know that he's the right dude. Okay. He's the right kid. So I'm here sitting with this beautiful lady. We finished up. We're just chatting, but we're about to finish up. But yeah, I would love to talk to you a little bit more later if you're up to it. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
All right, babe.
All
Love
right,
you.
sweetheart.
Appreciate
You're
it.
welcome. Love you too, babe.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Thank you.
Does that help?
Yeah, of course it helps. Amazing. Yeah. I mean, it's right. It's natural. I'm thankful that you're patient with me because it's so hard to believe when you find somebody that's like, I'm gonna help you and make this money that you need and that you want to learn so that you can help others, like teach. Really, that's my heart, God. And that's what I was like literally crying to my coach is if I figure out, you don't understand, I go, if I figure out a system that works, I can help other struggling moms, not tell them to get on the phone for hours, you know,
Right.
not put a burden on them.
Right.
It needs to be something simple, but it's like, but this is our system. I'm like, okay.
Right. And you would be the leader of it. Again, you got to go. You're the conduit. You're the conduit. I'm just your resource.
All right.
You're just like you would act just like my wife did just now. You would be the one that assures of someone because of your experience,
Yeah.
not because of what I'm telling you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
This isn't a power trip or manipulation where somebody's in where you got, me talking about, follow me and do no. You got to have your own experience. And that's the epiphany bridge right there. That's your story. That's how that's. And then what happens? I talk to you about those in those type of terms.
Okay.
But listen,
So you go eat. I'm gonna also eat. Then literally just tell me what.
Yeah, all I want you to do is when you're ready, are you done? Next thing for you, and I'll go ahead and send you the text for where to get the book from.
Okay.
And then I want you to go ahead and find your communication thread or your agreement. I need you to focus on finding that stuff. All right. So
What stuff is to that one more time?
whatever it is, the coaching agreement you signed or whatever you.
Oh yeah. With the Higgin group. Got it. I will look for that. Yes.
Yeah, just find that, and that way I can immediately kind of assess the situation.
Okay.
But as soon as you contact me, we're going to take about 10 minutes, I think, to get you online set up.
Okay.
We'll get your pack ordered, and I then show you how to get your free $100.
Okay.
And today would be focused on a couple things. One is getting you to get yourself oriented, knowing that you have a 90-day money-back guarantee.
Okay.
And if you, after going through, and I did send you an email where you can go through and look at which products you use. If you determine that the store doesn't offer anything that you would need that adds value to you, then it's a moot point. It doesn't change our relationship, just a moot point. As far as I'm not trying to push you to go get people, but I'm saying let people have the choice.
Yes.
But here's what I will tell you. But for that person that's looking for a business system, there's no better business system.
Yes, you do have a system. You have a great system. I love the videos. I love to be able to send that. Yes.
And so because of that, the business system is that so that person that's looking for income, like for my wife with Mary Kay, I always said, people can love Mary Kay's product, but that ain't something to recommend they go do.
Right. Which is why I'm so willing to do the system. It's not the company, it's the system. I could love a million companies, right? I can buy my clothes from one place, I can buy my hair stuff from one. But when you're doing business,
That's
you need
it.
a system.
That's it. That's all you have. Yeah.
That's it. All right.
And here's the foundation of the system. The foundation of the system It's having real customers buying real products that they really like.
Yeah. That's right. Switching their products. I totally I get it.
Yeah. Real customers buying real products that are priced accordingly. So see, not that doesn't require, but see, here's the deal. You don't sell no products.
Right. No, you just refer.
Nah, you open up accounts.
Oh, you open up accounts.
And then you show them how to shop
Okay.
so they can maximize their money.
Right.
Now think about what I just said. Listen to what I just said.
Yeah.
You open accounts, you show people how to shop so that they can get the most value. The mission is to enhance the lives of the people we touch by helping people to achieve their goals. That's what Melaleuca's mission statement is. So can you get behind enhancing the lives of the people you touch?
Absolutely.
By helping them to achieve their goals.
Absolutely.
So this isn't about making a sale. This is about helping.
This is like full circle because my first my first network marketing company was Melaleuca. I had nobody to teach me anything.
Yeah. Well,
I
14.
know what to do.
Yeah. So this is it.
Well, which is hilarious. When I saw the symbol, I'm like, did you just bring me full circle to a company I used for 15 years?
What better story than that? 15 years? Come on. When I told my wife that last night, she was, what? She said, what do you mean 15 years?
I used their product.
I know. That's what my wife said. Yeah, because she thought I said that you were currently a customer for 15 years.
No.
I said no. I said no. She used the products for 15 years. Well, now what? So see right there. You can authentically say what you did like.
Oh yeah.
You know the products were good that you did buy because you weren't making money, were you?
Nope.
All right then. So 15 years. That's what kind of business? Do you want a business where people are 15 years shopping when they're not making money?
Yes.
Thank you. We're only talking about that. That's the whole deal. Residual income.
Yep.
Now compare that to an MLM. That's the deal. 15 years. 15 years is not somebody that's not making money. The products have to be good.
Now I do know that they probably have way more products than they did when I started.
That's my point. That's why I sent you that email. That's right.
Okay.
Yep. In fact, check your email real quick to see if you got an email from Melaleuca that says, which products do you use?
Hold on.
Oh, my headaches. I haven't shaved at all. I ain't do nothing.
I do not have an email from Melaleuca.
Something before, do you have any email today other than my sending the agreement?
Amazon, Cape, Groupon, Colorado Gives, Stay, Michelle Cunningham, Michelle. These for Nate, your friends at Melaleuca.
Yeah.
Okay. Which product or services do you use?
Okay. So
I'm gonna take that. Okay, take a nap.
So, all right. So I'm gonna let you go right there. Go ahead and fill that out.
Okay.
And just contact me when you're ready. It's almost 3 o'clock right now. So just tell me when it's good.
All right, give me like 30 minutes.
Perfect. 3:30.
Unless you need more.
Nope. 3:30.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
I want to
Right?
I want to
To bed?
No.